Coming up on Inside the Summit League is cost of attendance. Coming to a Summit League school near you. 2 league institutions have already announced that they will make the move next season. Summit League basketball players are signing up to continue their careers in pro ligas all over Europe. We will run down who is playing where. And a couple of men's soccer teams making some national noise right now, creeping closer to the top 25 in the country. Welcome to Inside the Summit League. We start with men's soccer. And Omaha is off to the best start in program history. The Mavs are undefeated. They are getting some votes this week in the National Coaches Poll. Meanwhile, Denver is in the top 25 this week. The Pioneers are in at number 19 in the nation. They won the Summit League last year. They have a new head coach this year. Jamie Franks moves up from assistant coach, and the Pioneers expect to just keep on rolling.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good to kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. But above everything else, our older guys understand what it's going to take, and I don't think that they've been satisfied. 2 exits in the first round of the NCAA tournaments the past 2 seasons in games that we thought we played pretty well. I like the intensity and I like the competitiveness, but there's definitely some glaring things that we need to work on.
I just think that it's a different expectation. It's a higher expectation. He expects more, and I think the added level of professionalism that he brings is really exciting to be around since this is my last year. I mean, I've seen kind of in the past 3 years how it's been, and we've improved each year, and it's just really exciting to see where he takes it next.
Jamie obviously had a lot of success at Wake Forest, and them as a group, he understood that their culture is what made them successful. So he said he had a bunch of guys, and they all stayed all summer long, and they built a culture. And for like the years that he was there and the years after, that culture still remained, and that's what made him successful. So he understands like what that looks like logistically. He understands what it looks like during the summer. He understands what it looks like during training, the intensity, stuff like that, and he's trying to not only mimic that, but improve it here.
I think my biggest change is going from an assistant to the head coach is, all the final decisions stop at me. And, I'm ready for that. And I think, I think the guys there's a high level of trust between us because they know that I'm going to be honest with them. And sometimes it's not the easiest conversation to have, but, they know at the end of the day that I'm looking out for their best interest.
The team as a group, like the guys that have been here, we've always listened to Jamie, and Bobby ran things before, but Jamie also played a huge role in that too. So as he's made that transition, some things have changed and a lot of things haven't. So guys are okay, and guys trust him and understand what he's trying to do, and he's done a lot of work, and we can see that, and we trust him, and we think we're gonna kill it this year.
Anytime the expectations are high here, and guys and coaches before us have set that. So for us, it's to win the regular season Summit League championship, to win the conference tournament, and to go to a college cup.
I mean, the goal is to make it to a college cup. That's what we've talked about since day one, since Jamie became a part in a larger role. So I think every day we're just going to work towards that.
And Denver's off to a 3-0-1 start to this season. They play at St. John's in New York this Saturday. Well, back to Omaha. The Mavericks picked up 2 big wins this past weekend, one of them over the number 13 team in the country. And Omaha has the players of the week. Mark Moulton on offense, a junior from Omaha, scored the lone goal in the win over 13th-ranked UC Irvine. And then Moulton also had 3 points in a win over Cal State Northridge, and he leads the league with 3 goals and 7 points right now. And his teammate is the Defensive Player of the Week. Joseph Giddis is a sophomore from Florida. The keeper is 3-0 this season with a .67 goals against average. Women's football coming up next. Denver is the Summit League favorite again this year, and we will see what the Pioneers have back this season.
Inside the Summit League on Midcoast Sports Network is presented by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort, Dakota Land Honda, and South Dakota Corn.